Hello everyone, I'm Luke Flywalker and welcome to this episode of SL Aviation Magazine. Today we'll be going to BA 701 for a flight with the Patrol of France aerobatic team. We'll also be on the set of our new movie, The Vietnam War. So make sure your tray tables and seat backs are in the upright and locked position and your seat belts are buckled. Here we go. This week I got to travel to the BA 701 sim, which is the home of the Second Life French Air Force aerobatic team, Patrol of France. It's a beautiful recreation of the real French Air Force base, Salon de Provence, located in southern France, which is the home of the real Patrol of France team. I met my gracious hosts on the flight line and was quickly assigned to the plane, the flight leader, Fred, and she was the one who you hear on the radio now calling out the commands. And just as in a real aerobatics team, the secret to their success is, of course, clear and constant communication between the flight leader and the wings. So as you can see, everything is done by precision, and the countdown and the takeoff was all in unison. I have some lag here as I'm trying to get my camera distance adjusted. As I zoom out a little bit, it does get better. But such is Second Life. We're now positioned for takeoff, and our flight leader gives the final commands and the countdown, and sit back and enjoy the precision takeoff. It is a work of art.
On m'envoie les prêts, un prêt.
3 prêtes.
2 prêtes. 3 prêtes. 4 prêtes. Parfait. Pour le lâcher des freins. 3, 2, 1, top. Rotation, on rentre les roues et on pile et on tourne.
Let's put on some heavy metal and sit back and enjoy the show.
Portée droite, on y va. Axe. Revers. On envoie. On se laisse porter. Pichenette sur la flèche droite. Repichenette et on plonge. Dépassé, virage gauche,
the team performs 10 different routines: the barrel, the ear ring, 8 cubit, inverted flight, the ticking clock, breakup, the 4 facets, part, and percussion. According to Fred, the most difficult routine is the ticking clock.
Oui, excusez-moi, j'ai eu un souci de gestion.
I asked the team about requirements for membership, and they said there were 3 main requirements. You must speak French, be passionate about flying, and be able to commit to the practice schedule. They have 2 mandatory large group practice sessions each week, and the rest of the time they're practicing in small groups of 2 or 4 planes.
Je me bats. Et on tape le gauche. droite.
As you can tell by watching, they have a very thorough training program. New pilots start with a training aircraft and advance by repeating the movements several times while being guided by an instructor. They then take a certification examination to become a pilot, and then they learn various figures and pass another exam to become a new lieutenant. With further progress, they can reach the rank of captain.
Et on envoie l'éclaté, pardon. Je passe à 40 et on envoie top. Je reste à 40. Je passe à 40. Je suis beaucoup trop haut. Sur les volets, les roues. Et on plonge. On passe à 35, 30. Je coupe les flaps. Et 5. Pour voir les canopies. Top. Stopper les moteurs. Top. Pour se lever. Top.
Bravo to the Second Life Patrol of France team. Well done, pilots. Okay, here we are at the FOB on the pond after our trip through the jungle with Credence, which it's an awesome place there on those sims, but it's awful dangerous there too, as you saw in the video. I'm standing here, as I said, on the pond in the forward operating base with Cycloper 77 Cyberstar, one of the sim owners here and managers and leaders of the group. How you doing, Cy?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good, Luke. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Making it to the jungle yet?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had that in that video there. We had Barlow as the pilot and you as Charlie, so that was sure a lot of fun. So tell us about your sims there, Si.
Well, these sims, the lower part here especially that gets the most traffic, is all Vietnam oriented, as best as you can do in SL with the limits on its area. But right here is the forward operating base. Then as you go leave and head west, you head into Indian territory, so to speak, where the VC and the NVA hang out. And there's a lot of places to shoot, a lot of places to run and hide. Get a lot of helicopter activity, chasing the ground people. A lot of things to shoot up. So it's pretty good. Got a lot of different terrain. And so it makes it interesting for helicopter flying and for ground maneuvers between U.S. and NVA forces.
Okay, awesome. And how did these sims come about?
These sims came about a long time ago when I met Rick Ovick. I came here looking for a place to fly helicopters, and I saw a two-story wooden barracks that had a sign on it that said, "Above the Best, Fort Rucker, Alabama." Now, for me, the only people that know about Fort Rucker, being Army Aviation, are people who went through Fort Rucker. That is something you just don't see every day in Second Life as far as military applications go. So I finally caught him, and we started talking, and sure enough, he had been through Fort Rucker through their Warrant Officer Candidate Flight School. And he graduated and got his wings, and just at the end of Vietnam, he was shipped out and did 3 years flying in Germany in the UH-1D helicopter. And as we talked, you know, he got to find out that I had been a helicopter gun mechanic for Cobra gunships, the Huey gunships, and the OH helicopters that had a defensive minigun on it. And we talked about our time in the Army, we talked about our time at Fort Rucker, and we had we just always had a good time talking with each other. And slowly the idea developed about making a place for people to fly helicopters, mainly. I mean, there's many places for jets, but very rare for places for helicopters, and even more rare, place oriented in the Vietnam era. And it slowly developed from one homestead to 3 sims that we have here now.
Well, that's it for this show. Join us next time when we continue our conversation with Si in Vietnam, as well as going on a mainland grid flight. If you'd like to have your group or sim featured in an upcoming show, please IM me. Blue skies to all, and happy flying.
Thank you.